welcome back. Today will be the promised video on Luo Binghe from the Scum villain's self-saving system. In the previous video, I talked about the main character of the novel and also the show of the novel, Shen QingQui. Sorry, I can't pronounce it correctly as I'm not a native speaker. But today we have Luo Binghe, if I'm even pronouncing his name correctly as well. We start off the novel with a 14-year-old Luo Binghe, and he is taken in as a disciple by Shen QingQui. Since Shen Yuan now occupies Shen QingQui's body, he plans to treat Luo Binghe a little better. So that means Luo Binghe's fate or his childhood would be different from the original story in the original Luo Binghe. As a younger youth, Luo Binghe was very humble and respectful to all. He was also a very faithful disciple to his shizun, Shen QingQui. However, he seemed to be a little dense as the novel first started, because he overlooked a lot of things that was happening to him and how his shizun treated him. But because of this personality of his and the fact that Shen Yuan is now Shen QingQui and also his shizun, Luo Binghe was able to live his life as a younger youth more brightly. He was more happy and more sincere and humble and just a bright little child. However, due to the fact that Shen QingQui, Luo Binghe's shizun, is a new person, and he also has a system with him that makes him abide to the original plot, Luo Binghe's happy life was cut short once shizun casted him into something like a hell, and when he survives that ordeal and comes back, he's a changed man. But let's just say he's a changed person, because he was only around 17 or something when he came back. Luo Binghe blackens after receiving this big blow from shizun. His personality took a sharp turn, and he becomes very aggressive, very cold, and just very yandere, which is the Japanese term for a person who was initially very loving and gentle to someone, like how Luo Binghe was to shizun when he was still the bright kid, before turning their devotion into something destructive in nature, such as his aggressive nature now after being cast into hell by shizun. However aggressive he is now, that didn't stop his love towards shizun. It's just he's more twisted now, as in twisted in showing his love for shizun. You can, but also can't blame the boy for turning out this way, because shizun was the only bright light in his world, in his lonely, dark world. But then shizun ultimately threw him into hell, and so now he thinks shizun hates him, but he can't help but love shizun. And so it's like making him twisted and all of that. As for shizun, although he's quite wise and smart sometimes, he actually has a very low EQ. So he's very dense when it comes to feelings. Therefore, he doesn't realize that Luo Binghe is in love with him or has feelings for him, and he doesn't realize that it's not that Luo Binghe wants to kill him or is coming back for blood, as he was the one who threw Luo Binghe into hell, but it's that Luo Binghe just doesn't know how to express his feeling and things like that. Therefore, the love for the better half of this novel is not mutual, because shizun was just too dense, and he was from the modern world and all of that, and he was originally a straight person. He wasn't meant, as was Luo Binghe, but then shizun changed all of that. We get a lot of angst in the later half of the novel, because we know how Luo Binghe feels towards shizun, and we know that all he wants is to be together with shizun, but because of how dense Shizun is, and because of how the world perceives Luo Binghe, as he is the demon lord. If I haven't told you already, he's a demon. Half demon actually, because his dad's a demon and his mom's a normal human being, a normal cultivator. But he awoke his demon side, his inheritance, when he was down in the hell that Shizun threw him into. And so, because of this factor and all the miscommunication and misunderstanding that's going on, Luo Binghe and Shizun have a long road to walk before they can get together. Thank goodness this novel is a happy ending novel, so that all that angst in the later half of the novel was worth it, to see them together in the end. And actually, there's a few extras after the end of the novel, and they are so cute. They're worth reading because you get to see all the fluff that was missing. The Scum villain's self-saving system is definitely a novel to check out if you're into danmei or BL, and I'm planning to draw and give reviews or overviews of the characters that I draw, and they will be the danmei novels that I read, and occasionally I will do BG novels. So yeah, there will be a lot more videos to come, and a lot more danmei novel recommendations, and a few of the BG novels as well. Thank you for watching all the way to now, and if you enjoyed the art in the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.